Hola, hola. Bien. STEAM+H, Education in Peru. In the last years, the idea of STEAM+H education has started to gain more attention in Peru. STEAM+H means science, technology, engineering, arts, mathematics, and humanities. It's not only about teaching these subjects separately. It's about connecting them to solve real problems, to understand society, and to develop creative and critical citizens. In a country like Peru, with great cultural diversity, strong social inequalities, and rich natural resources, STEAM plus H can become a powerful way to transform education slowly to transforming the country. From traditional teaching to interactive learning, for many decades, Peruvian schools have followed a very traditional model. Teacher speak, student listen, copy from the board, and when answer question in the test. In this traditional system, subjects are separated. Science in one thing, mathematics is another. Communication is a different hours, and our arts or story happen only sometimes. Many students feel that what they learn has no connection with their real life. They ask themselves, why do I need this formula? Why do I have memorized this data? STEAM plus H tries to answer this question with a different logic. In test for of Sterling from the textbook, in start from a problem or project. For example, how can we reduce plastic waste was in our school? How can we design a small garden that use little water? How can we tell the history of our community using technology and art? From these problems, teachers connect different areas. Science helps to understand the environment. Mathematics helps to measure and compare. Technology and engineering help to design solutions. Art helps to communicate message in an emotional way. Humanities help to understand the cultural and ethical side of the problem. This approach fits well with the competency-based curriculum of Peru, which promotes inquiry, problem solving, and activity participation of students. The Ministry of Education has introduced guidelines that encourage scientific inquiry, technological projects, and creativity in the classroom, especially in the areas of science or technology and communication. Why add A and H to STEAM? At first, many people spoke about STEM science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. This area are very important for economic development, innovation, and productivity. Countries that invest strongly in STEM usually have better results in industries like mining, agriculture, medicine, construction, and information technology. For Peru, a country rich in minerals, biodiversity, and tourism, STEM skills are clearly fundamental. However, little, educators around the world start to say STEAM is not enough. Human beings are not machines. We also need creativity, empathy, communication, cultural identity, and ethical reflection. That is why for arts and the edge for humanities become part of the model. Art do not mean only drawing or music as decoration. They mean the capacity to imagine, to represent reality in symbolic forms, to design beautiful and effective solutions. Humanities do not mean only reading old texts. They mean understand history, culture, philosophy, language, and the different ways in which people live and think. In Peru, A and H, the H, are especially important because the country has multicultural reality. There are Andean, Amazon, Afro-Peruvian, Mestizo, and coastal tradition, each with its own music, dance, stories, and ways understanding the world. Way teachers include the local dance, legends, handicrafts, and community stories in their STEAM plus H projects. Students feel more connected and proud of their identity. For example, a project about water can include scientific experiment, but also traditional knowledge about water rituals, local legends about lakes and mountains, and artistic representations of the river that passes near the town. STEAM plus H Peruvian Public School. In Peruvian public school, the implementation of the STEAM plus H faced many challenges, but also shows interesting experience. Some teachers tried to connect subjects through projects inquiry integration. Students investigated a local problem such as pollution in the river, soil erosion, of the use pesticide agriculture. They collect data, take photos, make interviews, and then prepare posters, video, or the third place to share their results with the school community. In this type of work, we can see the spirit of the STEAM plus H. Science is present, but also mathematics, communication, arts, and social reflection. National programs and science fairs also promoted this approach. In different regions, students participate in contexts where they present research projects or technological prototypes to solve problems in their community. This project usually interact several areas at the same time, and at the same time. A team may design a low-cost water filter, user local materials, build an automatic irrigation system with Arduino, or develop an educational video game about road safety. Behind each project, there is a process of inquiry design, calculation, programming, and also storytelling and graphic design. However, not all schools are in the same situation. Urban schools in big cities sometimes have better access to internet, laboratories, and device rural school in the Andes or the Amazon often will work with very limited resource. They many have only. few computers, poor connectivity, and basic infrastructure. Nevertheless, many rural schools have sometimes very valuable strong community traditional knowledge. When STEAM plus H connect modern science with local practices like traditional farming, medicinal plants, weaving of communal work, a student can see that knowledge is not only in the textbooks, it is also in their grandparents and in the landscape.